Texas state lawmakers advance gun control bill in response to recent mass shooting. In a surprise move, Texas state lawmakers advanced a gun control bill on Monday, just hours after families of mass shooting victims had pleaded with them to take action in the wake of a rampage that left 8 people dead at a mall in Allen. The bill, which was voted out of committee, proposes raising the legal age to buy an assault-style weapon to 21 and prohibiting firearm sales to those who are intoxicated or who have a protective order against them. The bill also faced opposition from Republican lawmakers, with 2 Republicans joining all Democrats on the committee to support the bill in an 8-5 vote. Families from Uvalde, who have been advocating for the bill, applauded after the vote. However, the bill still faces significant hurdles before it becomes law. Democrats likely lacked the support to pass the bill on the state House floor, and even if it were to pass, it would still have to get through the Republican-led state Senate and be signed by Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who has indicated he opposes the gun legislation. Uphill battle for the bill. Monday marked the last day the measure could be advanced out of the committee for a floor vote before the legislative session ends on May 29th. Ahead of the vote, families from Uvalde and Sutherland Springs, the site of a church shooting in 2017, pleaded with lawmakers to bring the legislation to the floor. Nikki Cross, whose child Uziah died in Uvalde, said she had been visiting the legislature almost every Tuesday and Thursday since the session began in January. "I don't come here and ask you to bring my child back," Cross said. "So, one small and very simple act. Can we just raise the age limit to purchase assault-style weapons from 18 to 21? However, Republican State Senator Ryan Guillen, who is the chair of the Select Committee on Community Safety, has made it clear that he opposes the bill. Texas Governor Greg Abbott also said in a recent interview that he opposes gun legislation, stating that we are working to address the anger and violence by going to its root cause, which is addressing the mental health problems behind it. Deadly mass shootings prompted calls for gun control. Texas has been the site of several deadly mass shootings in recent years, including the Uvalde elementary school shooting that left 19 children and 2 teachers dead. The assailant who carried out that attack purchased his weapon at the age of 18. The latest mass shooting in Allen also involved an assault-style weapon, specifically an AR-15, according to the White House. The proposed gun control measures, had they been in effect, may not have had any impact on the gunman in Allen, who authorities say was in his 30s. However, lawmakers and advocates argue that these measures would help prevent future mass shootings by limiting access to firearms for those who may pose a danger to themselves or others. Loophole allows withholding public records. Texas has a loophole that allows law enforcement and prosecutors to withhold public records in investigations where there is no conviction. This dead suspect loophole has drawn criticism for allowing information to be withheld even when a suspect is dead, whether from a self-inflicted wound or at the hands of law enforcement. This has made it difficult for families of mass shooting victims to get answers about what happened and why. Lawmakers hopeful for progress despite opposition. Despite facing significant opposition, some lawmakers and advocates are hopeful that the gun control bill will make it to the governor's desk. State Senator Roland Gutierrez, whose district includes Uvalde and who led Monday's press conference, has introduced several bills in the state Senate, but none have received a vote. Gutierrez emphasized the need for action, stating, "This whole state has been dealing with Uvalde tragedy for a year now, and we still don't know what fully happened in Uvalde." Advocates for the gun control bill have cited the need to take action in response to the recent wave of mass shootings across the country. They argue that these shootings have highlighted the need for stricter gun laws to prevent dangerous individuals from obtaining firearms. They have also pointed to the fact that the majority of Americans support stronger gun laws, including measures like background checks and age limits for purchasing firearms. Opponents of the gun control bill, including many Republicans, argue that these measures would infringe on Second Amendment rights and do little to prevent mass shootings. They also point out that many of the recent mass shootings have been carried out using handguns, which are not affected by the proposed legislation. Gun control debate continues across the country. The debate over gun control has been ongoing in the United States for decades, with both sides presenting strong arguments for their positions. However, recent mass shootings have brought renewed attention to the issue, prompting lawmakers and advocates to push for stronger gun laws. Several states have already passed gun control measures in response to recent mass shootings, including Florida, which raised the legal age to purchase firearms to 21 after the Parkland school shooting in 2018. Other states, including California and New York, have passed laws banning the sale of assault-style weapons. The gun control debate is likely to continue as lawmakers and advocates on both sides push for their positions. However, many agree that action must be taken to prevent future mass shootings and keep communities safe. The passage of the gun control bill in Texas would be a significant step in this direction, but it remains to be seen whether it will become law.